They did it. The Colts did it, bro. The Colts signed Phillip Rivers, bro, to the practice squad. That's crazy. That's so crazy, bro. I cannot believe it. That's so wild. I can't even believe that they got him. They said they got it to the practice squad right now. They said they got it to the practice squad right now, but nah, bro. They're gonna have to call him up. They don't have any other quarterbacks. They're probably signing him to the practice squad so he can get refamiliar and get warmed up and seeing if it's gonna work. But like realistically, today is Tuesday. They're going to bring him all the way back up. They're gonna call him all the way back up. Phillip Rivers got it, gang. It's over. Phillip Rivers will now be the starting quarterback. It's kind of crazy. I didn't realize it was 5 years since he's played. But it was like Phillip Rivers was the quarterback and Joe Flacco was the quarterback for a little bit. I just feel like sometimes it's hard for the NFL. It's hard to find good quarterbacks, so it's hard to let go of them as well. But I mean, how many quarterbacks are going to give you 15, 20 years of production? You know? That's a long time to be good at football, bro. But that's why everybody try to get good quarterbacks. Trying to think, we're in a nice quarterback market, I think, right now. It's just crazy it happened after the trade deadline. Since it happened after the trade deadline, there's nothing they can do but sign people. But who were other options that they could have signed, bro? So many people was talking about sign Cam, sign Cam. What makes people think Cam even would want to play for the Colts? Like, think about it outside of this being your dream job or something like that. Like, think like for real. Nissan Skylanders, what's up? Think about it for real, for real. Like, if you're Cam Newton, why would you want to come play for the Colts? I think they really could do something with Cam Newton and JT. Cause essentially, yo, what's up, Nicholas? What's up, everybody? Hello. Hello, what up, y'all? Listen, I'm over here talking football, Phillip Rivers. Oh, Sanders, baller, bro. Sanders is a baller. And I feel like it took them way too long to promote him to get up there. What do y'all think? I really think it took them way too long to say, "Hey, yo, we're gonna put you up." Dylan Gabriel, before he was drafted, we knew Dylan Gabriel was way too small to make an impact at quarterback in the NFL level. I think they tested it for way too many weeks, in my opinion. I wouldn't have had Dylan Gabriel out there for that long. But Sanders, I really feel like Sanders, they really wanted the brand to be right there for you. And like him being on the field for a lot of players, especially as a young quarterback, might be a little distracting, you know? He only has four like, hey, I appreciate the likes though. Y'all ain't gotta like just people wanting to be here and talk. I usually do these like as a real quick short tidbit while I'm about to go pick up my son. So I appreciate y'all. But like I was saying, like Phillip Rivers, 44, he's a grandfather, a grandfather, a grandfather. Y'all don't realize, bro, this dude got a little baby. He's 44 years old. What are the Colts expecting him to do, bro? But like I said, the NFL holds on to quarterbacks. They hold on to good quarterbacks because they're not easy to come by. Quarterbacks that succeed in the NFL are not easy to come by. Therefore, when you have one that you know is going to succeed, they hold on to it so well. Because Phillip Rivers, bro, he got like 14 kids, right? Phillip Rivers got like 14 kids. He's a grandfather now. What makes y'all think that he wants to be back in the NFL playing? It don't even make no sense, bro. Hey, brother, are you a human? Yes, I'm a human. I always do these rants on my way to go pick up my son. They're usually really short, but I appreciate how fast so many people came in here and how many likes that we've gotten. I'm testing out a new idea, new theory to talk about a little bit more topics. Like when I do these daily drives and daily walks, like more topics that are like really fresh and really hitting from Jersey. So this Philip Rivers one is brand new, and I'm like, let me talk about it, bro. Let me talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. Should Philip Rivers even be in the conversation? Yeah, he only a couple years away from Hall of Fame. They're already talking about so many people. They're already talking about so many people. They're talking about moving up the Hall of Fame so that people could be in the Hall of Fame and still playing, which would be an interesting case for people, to be honest. What y'all think? I usually stop these lives when I go pick up my son. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to mute it if I go in there, but I'll read y'all comments. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because there's a good amount of people in here, and a lot of y'all new to my channel, and all I do is rap, play video games, and things like that. Um, and I want to meet y'all. But let's start a poll. Was signing Philip Rivers the best move for the Colts? Tell chat who is better. Bet. You are so handsome, bro. What? All right, let's put it in there. I'm about to go pick him up though. Like I said, we got a good amount of people in here. I'm not about to end it for all of y'all because y'all are brand new. 44 years old. The Colts signed a 44 years old quarterback. It's crazy. It's so crazy. We look like Will Smith. What? We can never stay on topic. Chat, we never stay on topic. I think it makes more sense if it's Cam Newton. I would like Cam Newton to be signed, but I feel like you can't sign Cam Newton in Indiana's system and in the market for Indiana. I think he's going to do the same way he did for like the Patriots. But like, I really do think that Cam Newton would have been a pretty good sign. Him and JT would have been, a pretty good mix. But right now, Indiana said we already took a risk on Anthony Richardson, which they thought was going to be another Cam Newton, and look how it happened. Well, what's the question? Why am I so chopped? That's crazy. But yeah, y'all. Philip Rivers, 44 years old, signed to the Colts. Would have rather Cam Newton, but like I said, I think Cam probably would have been like, no, he's not taking it. Who else could they have signed though? Realistically, who else could they have signed? And you can't trade for anybody. If it happened earlier in the season, I would have said, yeah, they should trade for Jameis Winston. If it was earlier in the season, they could have traded for Jameis Winston before all the injuries. But they really could have took Russ. Well, Russ is over with, bro. He's probably gonna retire. Russ probably got like 2 more years, and then he'll retire at the end of the season, I think. I don't know. But yeah, chat. I'm gonna have to test it out more often. Drop a vote. Drop a vote. I'll live again later. I'm gonna start the live again later. Y'all subscribe. You can come back later. Hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna come back later.